Hi, my name is Walton King, and I am with the Analytical Information Solutions Department, and today I'm going to be presenting a quick guide on our new encumbrance management program. In the description below, you're going to be able to see some timestamps so that you can easily navigate this video. In this video, we're going to be covering signing in first, and then we're going to hit on purpose of this program and why we developed it. Then we're going to go over the interface and the functionality, and then we're going to finish up with a conclusion. Once again, the timestamps are in the description below, just in case there's a specific part of this video you need to get to. So let's first handle signing in. In order to sign into this program, you're going to head over to insights.unt.edu. Upon getting to that website, you're going to be approached with this sign-in screen. For your user ID, you're going to want to make sure that you type UNT / before your EU ID in order for this to work. Make sure that you have a UNT / and then your EU ID, and your password is going to be normal, and then you'll just click sign in. Once you've clicked sign in, you're going to come to a screen that looks like this. This is going to be your dashboard. And then from here, you're going to click this open folder. Let's let it load. And you're going to see SAS folders, and you're going to want to come into this Insights folder. Let's open that up, and then go to Commitment Control. And then from there, you can access the Encumbrance Management Program. Let's go over the purpose of this program. So really quickly, this program was just designed to help facilitate departmental budget officers track their planned purchases by year and by charge strings. You're going to notice that some key benefits and advantages are going to be department navigation. You're going to easily be able to navigate through departments and get a holistic view of their funds and expenditures. Also, process tracking. You're going to be able to track pre-encumbrances as they move through the entire encumbrance stage. That includes pre-encumbrance to encumbrance to voucher. And then we're also going to see a key benefit of purchase lookup. So if you're given a specific requisition ID, purchase order ID, or voucher ID, you're going to be able to get straight to the information and look up the status of that specific purchase. All right, so let's go ahead and jump back over to the encumbrance management program and look at the interface and talk about some functionality. So over here, this is our encumbrance management program. At the top here, you'll notice a panel where we have all of our chart string filters. You can filter by accounting month. You can filter by account. And of course the rest of these, but like some of the main ones, departments. You can even type in a department code, which we'll get to later, fund category, function, program, purpose, etc., etc. Basically what these do is once you click through one of these filters, it'll update all the information on the rest of the screen for you. And then easily to get rid of all of those filters, if you want to reset it back to default state, you can just click on this refresh report here in the top left corner. The next panel we'll notice here is the department tree. This is just going to look like a bar chart with multiple colors on it. And underneath the bar chart, we can see some department names. So over here to the left, we can see their summarized expenditures. So just going to talk about navigating this tree really quickly. If we wanted to continue through this tree and maybe explore a little bit more, navigate, we could click on any of these departments here, any of these levels, and navigate to that level. So we just clicked on provost, and you'll notice up here all departments to the provost. And then once again, we can continue this process to narrow that down even further. The next thing you'll notice is you can see that each color represents a different account level or account type. For example, capital expenses. So if I actually clicked on capital expenses here, it would point out all of the capital expenses here so that we can see where each one is. For the same thing with, like, for example, travel. And then also what we can do is we actually just click on one of these directly to get more information or hover over it. So let's go ahead and head back over to all departments. Wait for that to load. Then over here on the right, you're going to see basically our really quick lookup information. So budget year, selection, account. Then you can even search by vendor name or put in a specific requisition ID, purchase order ID, or voucher ID. Then here at the bottom, you'll notice that there are three tables: our pre-encumbrances table, our encumbrances table, and then our vouchers table. So let's talk about these a little bit more. For example, if I wanted to see more, if I wanted to get more information on a specific pre-encumbrance, I would click on it and it would update the tables adjacent. So now that I've clicked on this requisition ID, we can see here that there's actually no encumbrance data or voucher data or inputs for this specific purchase ID. And we can actually confirm that because we can see that the balance here is equal to the requisition total. But for example, if we move a little bit further down, we'll notice that there are some that have been unresolved. For example, let's see, we have a requisition ID here for $29,000. We can click on that and we'll notice that in the adjacent tables, encumbrances has been updated, but yet not yet any voucher information. There's still some balance left to go there. Let's go a little bit further down, see if we can find one that has a voucher record in it as well. Let's go a bit further. Try this one. There we go. So then here, clicking on this one, we'll notice that there's encumbrance information and voucher information. Okay, and then another cool feature about this is actually, let's go back to this specific encumbrance that we're looking at. You can double click to get more information. So if we double click on this pre-encumbrance, we can actually click on this view pre-encumbrance details. And this will bring up a table that shows a bit more information just in case we wanted to see more about what this specific purchase was about. And you can scroll to the right to see even more information, of course. And a cool feature of this program is you can actually right click here and you can export the table. And not only is the table exportable, but so is the bar graph. So if you wanted to export any bar graph, you could also right click here and click export image or bar chart there. And then same thing with these. We can even click on, for example, we could double click on this and view the voucher details here, get more information here, and we could even right click and export this table into an Excel file as well. So let's go ahead and close that down now that we have that understanding. And yeah, so this is going to cover basically the basic functionality and basic interface that we have with this program. So let's go ahead and delve into a couple examples or a couple cases. Okay, so for the first case, we're just going to be looking at how to navigate to a specific department. There are two ways we can do this really. The first way is we can do it through this department tree. For example, clicking on Provost and then navigating to Ryan College of Business. Right, and then everything below, so the pre-encumbrances, encumbrances, and vouchers tables all update. Another way we can do this is let's go back to all departments and then click here on the department filter. We can select through these different categories, and these are multi-select, so as we select them, they'll update all of the values below. Another way we can do this is by keying in the department code, for example, 151220. Which will update the corresponding graph and tables below as well. Or we could even key in the department name. And that's going to be how we can navigate to a specific department and all of their requisitions. Okay, for our second case, we're going to be looking at specific requisitions. So let's say that we have, one way that we can do this is we can look through the table here and look for specific requisitions. And we know that they're closed based on the balance here. So since the balance is 0 here, but the total is an actual number, then we know that this requisition has been closed out. But another way we can do this is, let's say we have the specific requisition ID. We can come over here and key in that value. And then that will update the tables below, which then we can see, of course, that this has been closed out and that the encumbrance or purchase order has been closed out slightly because the corresponding vouchers have been inputted. And that's going to be how we can look at the current data for a requisition. So to review what we've gone over today is that the key benefits of this new encumbrance management program is going to be department navigation, as you saw with being able to navigate the department tree and see the summarized expenditures. Process tracking with the panels at the bottom, the 3 tables, pre-encumbrances, encumbrances, and the voucher table. We can actually see especially if we click on a specific, requisition, we can see more information, especially upon double click and going to viewing details. And then the last key benefit is going to be purchase lookup, which we just went through using that second case, which is upon receiving some sort of requisition ID or voucher ID or purchase order ID, we can go and look at the specific details for that one purchase. And that's going to conclude my presentation for today. This was produced by the Analytical Information Solutions Department. If you have any questions, make sure to send them to insights@unt.edu. My name is Walton King, and thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day.